Hello fellow Marvel Snap Addicts, I'm coming at you with a new deck. I'm calling it Big Dumb Idiots. It's basically high Evo, but we're adding in Red Hulk as another big dude. And a big dude your opponent can see coming, but also one that maybe they'll run away from if you snap. So what's the idea? We're playing Wasp just to power up our Hope. We're playing Sunspot so he can grow. We're playing Misty Knife so she can grow other cards. We're playing Armor to protect our Big Dumb Idiots, including She-Hulk. And we're playing Cosmo to protect our Big Dumb Idiots. And we're playing Shocker so we can play our Big Dumb Idiots faster. And we're playing Cyclops because it's just a ton of stats. This is the sick new variant, which you got from the free event. Then there's Hope Summers, who generates energy. She's really put this deck back on the map because she's such a good card in so many decks. There's High Evo, which unlocks the special powers of Hulk and Misty Knight and Wasp and Shocker. And then there's She-Hulk, who costs less for each energy unspent last turn. She used to be the centerpiece of these decks, but now that you can play Shocker or Hope Summers and get a Red Hulk on turn 5 into a Hulk on turn 6, or a Hulk on turn 6 into a... Yeah, now that you can just play these guys back to back, I'm not sure if She-Hulk will be that great in the future, but she pairs well with Hulk or Red Hulk on turn 6 if you skip turn 5 with Hope or Shocker for a discount on one of these cards. Yeah, so pretty strong deck. I don't know if it'll be top tier, but it's pretty great. I've been climbing with it, so let's climb with it. So let's go back to ladder and play some Big Dumb Idiots. So the sound mix is a little bit louder this time. Let me know what you think about that. While we the riveting searching for an opponent. Oh, this is so Africa's biggest streamer. He got a pretty good finish last season. I think he was top 30 or something. Okay, he snapped. So we're going to stay in for content, but I assume we're about to get completely trashed. No Dimension is not that bad for us because we get to generate a bit of extra mana. Play cards like Hope. Oh, wow. It seems like it's going to be a pretty high power game, so... This is a bit tricky. We have 7 energy. We can play Hope and one other card. We could play Cosmo to try and snipe something. That might be pretty good. I feel like I want to get Cyclops down though, and just because they're gonna play in this area. They're gonna play here. There's no question. I want to get Cyclops down and start generating stats. It's possible I should play Cosmo, but I have no idea what deck they're playing. So. I want to save my Cosmo for big snipe later. So what are they going to play? Doctor Doom. Oh, Cosmo would have been good. Cosmo would have been good. Yeah, so... I mean, of course I had no idea of knowing that Cosmo would have been great there, so... Oh, White Hot Room. Well, we're going to get that. Should we? Maybe we can also save up for playing She-Hulk next turn. I think I want a Cosmo here now that I know they're doing some Doctor Doom stuff. We can also consider playing a... If we're not going to win at this... Like, the problem with winning at this turn is that we're never going to win that location. So, I'm thinking we play a Jin here just to make sure we get another Jin. Then we play a Cosmo here to try and snipe whatever they play here. Do they have priority? They do have priority. That makes us play a bit worse. Maybe we'll play Armor instead. The problem is I'm going to lock out my own Jins, so... I couldn't have locked out his Jins, no. I say his because I know it's a he. It's... You know what I mean. So they played a Jeff, the pay-to-win card. Good news, Jeff is going to be in the Spotlight Cash tomorrow, or next week. And that's going to be great for all of us low-income warriors. So now we can play She-Hulk into this lane, which should be pretty big. I mean, the Hulk is bigger, so I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to play a Cosmo over here. I can skip. No, I'm going to... I can see just playing a Cosmo here because they're going to have to play in this location to get some stats. And then we skip Because I need to play the Cosmo somewhere, and I need to put the Cosmo in a location where... Yeah, I need to put the Cosmo in a location where I get the hope benefit. This is a bit tricky. I don't actually need the hope benefit because I'm going against White Hot Room, never mind. So I'll use the Cosmo to lock down this location. Next turn we skip, we play She-Hulk, Red Hulk. They're spending all their mana though, I mean energy. Mana, energy, whatever. So this is going down to the wire. I might have been able to snap. I mean, yeah. It's never good to snap on turn 5, guys. Don't do it. I'm gonna pass now so I can She-Hulk, Red Hulk, and even High Evo next turn. Wait, how much energy do I have? I have 4. I could play a High Evo onto... Yeah, but then I lose flexibility on where I put my cards, so that's not great. I can just play High Evo there. I don't want to play it on Hope because I don't need the energy. I can play it over here, and then She-Hulk and Red Hulk are going to be cheap next turn. Yeah, this is not bad. Also, I'm not spending a lot of energy. So let's see what they got over there. Okay, they've got their own Red Hulk. That's going to be bigger than my Hulk, so... But is it big enough for them to just move out of there? Maybe. So I'm going to go Red Hulk in this... Oh, this is a bad position. How do we beat Blob? We can't beat Blob. Oh, Blob can't go in the middle. So we have to go... We can go Red Hulk over there. And I think then we do okay. The thing is, if they just put something in the middle, we lose. So... I think we're gonna lose. They expect us to go in the middle, though. But they have priorities, so they could play... They could play an Goliath. The thing is, if they go in the middle with Vision, let's see if... Can we beat that? That's 16 points. We're gonna get... 12 points here. Yeah, we're beating that. So we're beating an Goliath. We're beating a Blob because of the Cosmo. What else could they have? I'm not sure. It's possible this is a loss, but I'm going to throw it for content. Also, if they move away, Hulk might just beat them. Yeah, we win. There's no ways they can... Unless they play a Hela here. Oh, that's pretty big. But we win! Awesome. I did a little happy clap. So yeah, full display. Red Hulk, it's a big dude. Especially if there's extra energy involved. So yeah, it let me quit without having to upgrade. Let's play some more games with the dumb idiots. I'm glad that I can finally play on ladder again because my rank doesn't matter. Yeah. I mean, that's generally the problem of High Infinite, is that games are so competitive that you need to really try very hard. You need to play very good decks. And I mean, maybe this is a very good deck, you know, but I don't know that yet. It wasn't a very good deck before. It was just a decent deck, so... I think the addition of Red Hulk gives you like another huge idiot. That sort of flexibility. You don't have to go She-Hulk, Hulk on the final turn anymore. You don't have to skip that final turn. You can, but you don't have to. And skipping that final turn has never been a great plan, because whenever you don't spend your energy, it's not fantastic. I know that's what the whole plan of this deck is, but yeah, it's not always going to work. We're going to play Cyclops, and we're going to play Cyclops over here because something's going to land there, another thing's going to land there, but there's Nebula over there. This looks a bit like a Galactus deck, so we want to be aware of that. Or it could be a junk deck, I don't know. Okay, that's good. They lost their Nihilus, so I think I'm going to snap that. Just because the Nihilus is such a big piece, yeah. Victory. Yeah, so far undefeated. I mean, we haven't faced any bots yet, so that's nice. Normally, it's all bots at the start of the ladder. Yeah. I'm glad not to be doing any Conquest gameplay. Conquest was a mistake. It's okay for tournament play, but I would have preferred the Hearthstone format where you get to play 3 decks and you have to win with all 3 decks. The opponent's trying to target your decks. I think that's like the Hearthstone Conquest. That was pretty cool. And it would be cool if they did something like that, because Because the problem is if there's only one deck in competitive play, is that all people play is Thanos, and that's yeah, it's kind of sad when there's only one deck at the top level. I mean, currently Thanos is probably the best deck. It's been the best deck since forever. Since they put Mockingbird, it's reached a whole new level. And at least it's not. At least people are playing other decks now since Thanos got nerfed. I mean, it's not like you can only play Thanos, but yeah. I sort of. Okay, it's unclear. I guess I'm gonna put armor here in case they're a combo deck. Maybe they're playing the Nimgod deck that wants to sacrifice stuff early to Phoenix Force. They might be playing Destroy, in which case... Okay, no, they're playing Quinjet, so... This is Loki. Loki should be good against us, because they can get that big... They can get the big dumb idiots, but they can cheat them out a bit faster, so... I think Loki should be favored. So I can play... I have not that much energy, I have 3 energy. I can play Sunspot out. But I'm kind of feeling getting a shock on this Hulk. And to do that we have to play our Wasp, but let's do it over there so we can hit something. And we don't want to commit to this then so heavily because we're probably going to put the Hulk there. I mean, if I have the free energy, I might as well put the Sunspot down. I mean, Hulk doesn't get a bit big, but he is big. He doesn't need to be that much bigger. And I'd rather get an extra point on the other card, the Sunspot. Okay, so here's a Cosmo. Ooh. There's something to be said for just playing Hope here. But where do we put the Hope? Do we put the Hope? If we put the Hope mid, then a Hulk will be Shang-Chi-able, which is not amazing. I really want to draw a red Hulk. I can just go Cosmo mid, then play Hulk. Do I really want to go Cosmo mid though? Okay, my opponent is snapping. If I can predict where they're going to put their Loki, I can win the game. Do they want to put Loki mid? I think they might. They might put it mid or right. It's hard to know which they're going to choose. I think let's try going mid. Yeah. Ah, they went right. Yeah, well, I missed. This is what's hard about this game. Sometimes it comes down to being able to read your opponent's mind. I couldn't read my opponent's mind there. So yeah, I lost. Let's just play it out to the end. And let's retreat if we're going to lose. I mean, I feel like I want to throw for content. I don't have the... But this is a lost position. This is not good. Yeah, I guess... Look, the thing about playing these cards is like Cosmo, it's such a high rolling card. Because if you get your opponent when they're going to play something, you know, if you can detect where they're going to play, if you know their psychology somehow, you play them a lot, it can be pretty good. But sometimes it just does nothing. So, I saw an interview of Tanjiro recently, and basically the interviewer was saying, it was on KMBest's channel, he was saying how Tanjiro reads people's minds. He just has a good read on how other people play, which is kind of insane. It's like a sort of poker genius, I guess. Okay, they played a Red Hulk. If they played a Red Hulk now, they must have something way bigger in hand. They probably have a Hulk. And we have a terrible hand, so we retreat. There's no point in retreating late, because they'll never retreat from this position. We give them the thumbs. The fist bump, sorry, not the thumbs up. Is there a thumbs up in there? Yeah, there is. So let's play one more game. Absolutely riveting. Behold my creations. That's cool. I just recently got the high Evo randomly from a cage, so I've been pretty stoked to try him out. So far, it's been good. I think this is a fantastic climbing deck because it's easy to play. You don't have to make too many decisions. You can jam this while doing work or whatever. Not that I recommend that. So I guess we'll go army here. We're trying to fill this up. And the next turn we can Wasp and Cyclops and just win it. I mean, we're not gonna win the location, but we have to kind of. This is the situation where you really want a Jeff. I mean, I don't have the Jeff. Our Lord and Savior Jeff is just too expensive right now, but we'll get him in a week, so I can't complain too much. I don't think I snapped this. I need to see what they put in there, because if they put something in there where I can never learn this lane, then that's a lane I've lost. And they're also going to get the free bonus energies, so you know. This Orca could be kind of useful. I mean, it's a 16 for 6, so you know. Another content creator I love, Regis Kivlin. He's the biggest Orca fanboy I think I've ever seen. He just slams that card in every deck. It's fantastic. So we have 7 energy now. Let's just play the Orca. Let's just see. Because why not? It's a big idiot. They have to have Shang-Chi. If they have Shang-Chi for that, they don't have Shang-Chi for Hulk. Okay, they snapped. But I have the Cyclops here, so I'm going to be scaling like quite heavily in this lane. Let's see what they have. Okay, but if they have She-Hulk into Hulk, that's not that great, is it? Because I can put huge power to 2 lane. Yeah, this is a bit awkward. I already play. Yeah, my opponent snapped me pretty well here. The thing is, if I don't spend any energy, I can get all of this up. But then Red Hulk beats me. Yeah, this is a pretty awkward situation because I have to float energy, and if I float energy, Red Hulk turns into a huge dumb idiot. Even huger. And I only have the Hulk, and I just drew the Red Hulk, which is very, very bad. So a good snap on them. So I think this is going to be a loss, but let's we can just play this out to see what they. This is basically a throw. I'm just I just want to see what happens. Hello, what the hell is going on? Well, that was impossible to predict. That's what's kind of funny about Red Hulk, is it's sort of like, oh, the game isn't over. I thought the game was over. That's funny. Yeah. So we could just slam into the Orca lane. I mean, I think they don't think I'd put something in the Orca lane. But this is a mind read. You have to, you know. I think this is kind of over though. It's very hard for us to we would have to mind game the opponent. I always think it's the final turn when it's turn 5, and then they make these huge plays with us, and then I'm like, oh well, I guess I overextended. I lose. Yeah, so it's going to be very hard for us to steal this game. Let's retreat. Good snap from the opponent. I didn't know their hand. I guess I didn't know they were playing Hela. It's a bit weird to play Corvus. Okay, they played Corvus game. Okay, it was pretty obvious they were playing Hela. But they sort of got me with this Red Hulk nonsense. I guess Hela does get a little bit better with Red Hulk. I mean, it's good to play those terrible games now and then. You learn something. It's me. I'm kind of sad there's no chat function. I mean, 99% of Hearthstone, when you use the chat function, it was because your opponent was trying to tell you how shit you are after the game. But, you know, it's nice to say you play a top player just to connect with them after the game, chat about strategy, whatnot. I'm going to keep the rock to put on the hope. What features would you, like social features, would you like in Marvel Snap, guys? Let me know. Playing the hope. I'm playing the hope here because why not? There's no real thought behind it. Oh, this is probably a bot, so we might as well snap. Yeah, well, No human would snap back there, so... Now what we can do is we can play 2 cards here. Next turn we play the Hulk with energy floating. Or maybe we don't play Rock. Well, either way there will be floating energy, and then we can play a Taskmaster on the Hulk, and then we win. This has on reveal, yeah. Yeah, I should have not played the Rock, because I can always play the Hulk on Hope Summers. And I'll be floating in extra energy. So I'm still learning a lot, yeah. There's something to be said for just slamming a Hulk here and avoiding Alive, but no way, this is a bot, stop playing Alive. If this is a human, we play something here and they immediately Shang-Chi us. The next turn, so you know. See, no human would just willingly put this lane under, I mean that's impossible, I mean. So now we can play here, Taskmaster, 0 risk. Everything coming up no house for us. Yeah, I guess we can play a Snow Guard because it doesn't compromise on max energy. Yep. Normally I lose these games, but if you're not playing a human opponent, alright, let's play one more game. I'm kind of curious to see if we can beat humans. But as you can see, this deck is fantastic for ranking up early in the season. I mean, you're going to be playing a lot of bots, and you can just completely farm them without much effort. So, here's our last game. Yeah, I mean, I come from a Hearthstone background, so I'm thinking all the time about Hearthstone comparisons, you know, what I like. I mean, I really like the snapping system. It adds this whole layer of strategic difficulty, which I'm still wrapping my head around, honestly. I'm gonna play Misty, because why not? Karma charge value, I mean, we could just... we can Wasp twice, I mean, unbelievably strong. Okay, so there's a lot of Hela gamers here. I know this player, they play Hela, so we're just gonna keep track of what cards they discard. This time I'm switched on, I'm ready for the Hela gamers. But we have a Red Hulk, and that's pretty huge. I mean, they could have a Red Hulk soon, so you know, we'll see. I'm just gonna play the armor because I could hold on to the armor, but there's no real point with Misty Knight because she doesn't scale herself. This is definitely a weaker 1-drop in the deck. If you had Nebula, you could replace her with Nebula, or you could play both her and Nebula. Okay, this is a wild. Let's see what they throw out. I mean, they're not playing Shang-Chi, so we don't have to worry about that. There's something to be said for just deploying the big guy. I think that's what we're gonna do. The other cards are really cheap on the Hold 'em a Man for home. Hey, it's the Infinite! I like the Infinite. It's a cool guy. So, there's not much point in getting energy at the moment, unless we draw exactly She-Hulk into exactly Hulk. That is a, yeah, I guess. But Cyclops is just pretty neat here, I suppose. I suppose Cyclops is going to be a decent amount of points as the game goes on, so... This is a toss-up. If I draw exactly She-Hulk, I'll be very, very angry with myself. What are they discarded? They've discarded basically nothing, so I think it's good to snap here. Oh, now we can play Hope Summers. Oh, they snap back! Oh god. That's scary. Hulk is not that big. The question is, if we get a Hulk will be up to 16 next turn. We can beat this Infinite. Let's see if it happens. Alright, they've baited me. They waited for me to to snap, and now they're discarding everything. There's a Corvus Glaive. They didn't play the Corvus Glaive. Let's see if they get the Hela. They discarded the entire hand. That's not a Hela. It's still not a Hela. So if they draw a Hello here, they win. So it's like it's a 50-50. If they draw a Hello, the game is completely over. If they don't draw a Hello, the game is not completely over. So if they don't draw a Hello, they're going to retreat. And this is a bit funky. Can we possibly win if they did draw a Hello? They're gonna play Black Cat, Giganto, Corvus. We're gonna have. Actually, I did drill the She-Hulks. I got punished for playing the Cyclops. They're gonna play Giganto, a Black Cat, a Corvus Glaive, a Death. If the Giganto rolls here, we lose. If the Death rolls here, we might do okay. I mean, it's probably... I would say this is probably a retreat, but, you know, for content, let's see what happens. And it's over. Is it? No, we win! Do we? Or is it a draw? No, they win. Yeah, they win on tie breaks. That was very funny. So yeah, a bit of a fun game. Yeah, I mean, it's fun to get 8 cubed sometimes. We could have retreated there, but yeah. So I hope you enjoyed me throwing some games with the Big Dumb Idiots deck. We stayed in there just to give you an idea of how the cards worked and how the deck worked and whatnot. But yeah, this is a fun deck to try. You can really farm the bots. I'm not sure how good it is against really seasoned players. Clearly you can't beat Hello, so that was a big problem we had. But yeah, enjoy this new strategy. And enjoy my bad plays today, because I'm not the top of Infinite anymore. I don't have to try very hard.